No wonder the Bible says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." Nobody can pay you anymore. See, banks have no way of making money but loaning money. When they loan money to people who can't pay, they can't make any money. And so the whole situation crumbles and collapses, and they have to come up with something all new and different. And the Bible tells us about that too. The beast and his mark. Oh, by the way, if you want to, you can actually, I know Carol would be interested in this in particular, you can get an Obama commemorative coin. It's, I thought of you right away. It's, I'm sure you'll want to order yours. I'm being facetious, of course. But it's put out by the American Mint, and they put out exactly 9,999 of them, so you have to hurry. All nines. 9999. Now, this crazy thing, it's gold-plated, 24-karat gold. It says layered. What that means is one thin little, there's hardly any gold in it. It's cheap junk metal. But they're running a special. It's a $39.95 value for $4.95, and they pay the shipping. And to get a certificate with it of authenticity, and it's got his image on it, on the coin, Barack Obama, first African-American president. Hey, they're not even covering their cost. They want to get these out there. There's got to be a spiritual reason for this. I don't think that hardly covers the postage. But they want to get them into the hands of the people. There's probably some hex on it somewhere. And right in time for Halloween. Oh, incidentally, just in time for Halloween, they're raising the debt ceiling to $13 trillion. Just in time for October 31st, they're going to raise it to $13 trillion. Isn't that a dandy little deal? And on the 13th of this month, Obama said he'd send 13,000 more troops into Afghanistan. He seems to have an affinity for that number 13. Of course, his mother-in-law's in the White House doing Santeria, lighting candles and worshiping the devil right from the White House, so what can you expect? Did you know there's witchcraft in the White House? Michelle Obama's mother is, and Barack was mad because it leaked out. But she's in there lighting her candles and doing her mumbo-jumbo stuff, you know, and inviting demons. Demons love the White House. It's the ultimate spook house. It really is, with blind alleys and stairways that go nowhere. Did you know that? Hidden passageways. Most of it's underground. Underground tunnels from the White House into the city. Underground tunnels coming up in strip joints. Hey, they don't even have to be seen. I've been down in some of those areas. I know they're there. And it's a miracle I even got into them. It had to be the Lord's doing. But anyway, so I'm an eyewitness to that. Oh yes, you know, it's amazing the things that are happening. Now we've got, I started to tell you about this climate change in Copenhagen, and they've been putting commercials on the radio by some new organization called the International Ad Council or something like that. It's international now. And they got a children's voices saying, you know, support the Copenhagen Treaty, make Copenhagen Hopenhagen. You know, it's hope for our world and all this kind of stuff. Where you sign away, literally your Constitution is signed away. Now a problem, we've been praying about this, and a problem has arisen in the strangest of places. Barack Obama was to be a keynote speaker. And this was to start, I believe, on the 8th of December and go for a number of days. Well, it just so happens that the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony, well, actually all the prize ceremonies, but the Peace Prize was awarded to Barack Obama for doing nothing. Well, they said they gave it to him for what he's going to do. Have you ever heard of anybody winning an award for something they intend to do? Now they're awarding intentions. This is new. But anyway, Obama said, I'm not going to Copenhagen. He said, I'm going to Oslo. I can't pass up that award. I can't go to both of them. I'm going to Oslo. I'm not going to show up. And all the world leaders are mad at him. That just came out this morning. He just announced it. He said, I'm not going. He said, unless they can present to me a concrete, definite plan. And he said, I'll sign that. You know, for the global warming thing, you know, this whole world treaty, one world organization. He said, I'll sign that. He said, but I'm not going to waste my time. They've got to have it all laid out for me. And he's so arrogant, you know. Then I'll sign it. He said, but as it stands, I'm going to Oslo. So now they're all flustered, because the United States isn't going to be there to sign. What's happening? Could something be interrupting them to give us just a little more time? Time is in God's hands. They have all these things they intend to do, but they can't necessarily follow through on it unless God allows it. It says President Obama won't talk climate change in Copenhagen. He isn't going. That was on the, I didn't find that in America. I got that on the Times, London Times. You have to go to England to find out what's going on over here. They'll never tell you here. Of course, we also know that Obama has declared swine flu a national emergency. Just like 911, you know, when the towers came down, same thing, swine flu. People have been running to get their shots. One young girl got a shot and she can't walk anymore. Athletic cheerleader, athletic girl. She can walk backwards perfectly. She can run, but she can't take steps forward. She gets all disoriented. See, across the blood-brain barrier and damaged her brain. She must have got a good shot of mercury and a few other things in there, and this is happening to people all over the place. Of course, now that it's been declared a national emergency, you can't file a lawsuit against them. The makers of the vaccine or whatever, you can't do it now because it's a national emergency. So you're stuck in more ways than one. No bad pun intended there. You're absolutely stuck. These are horrifying times, folks. And a lot of people are, you know, they say, I went and, you know, got a shot. And that was just a regular flu shot that she got. It wasn't even the H1N1. But by the way, if you take a regular flu shot, it opens you up to H1N1. Did you know that? It makes you very susceptible to getting it. If it's anywhere out there, you'll get it if you've had a regular flu shot. So one primes you for the other. I mean, after all, these are the experts that are looking out for you. They care about you. They sit down and think about how much they love you. And they want to help you. And that's why everything has to be certified by them. Certified poison. But it's okay because they said it is. You might be a blind, deaf, and dumb quadriplegic, but that's okay because they said it was good for you. No, it's just an amazing thing what's going on here. And the confusion that is out there, that's in people's minds. Now, here you've got the, oh, by the way, the health care. There's different versions of it, you know. There's one in the Senate, there's one in the House. They're trying to merge them together. Over 1,500 pages now of health care legislation. More pages in that than there is in War and Peace by Tolstoy. More pages in there than the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. More pages than Atlas Shrugged. This is their health care plan. And they're pushing like mad to get that through. And they're using the swine flu emergency to try to speed that up.